and we are live bringing you this week's news. We are should get the. I'm just going to give these guys in the chat a quick link to the YouTube channel, and what I shall do is I will be with you in just a moment. So, all good, all good. So it is week 6. Where do you share this? I can't. It is in the bio. That's all I can say, folks. If you haven't got it yet, you should at this stage get a link. You should get a link. I can't share this. Oh, share. Yes, there we are. To WhatsApp. And there we go. Okay, there we go. There we go, folks. We are good to go. Okay, it is week 6, and we have a lot of news. We don't have any guests for the grid walk today, but we do have a special guest that will be joining us a little bit later on. And honestly, we are just going to kick it off and get going. And wait. What in the name of fuck are you doing here? Seriously, what? No, seriously, it's okay. You don't need to do that. What is going on? Jesus. Fuck's sake. We are here, and we should be broadcasting and monitoring all these broadcasts from here future on. We are being sent here by the executive, and we shall be watching everything. Holy shit, lads. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this is like they just came in here, screwed up the whole system. I don't know. It's you just gotta. I'm shook, lads. I'm shook. I don't know how we continue after that. I suppose we just got to be careful what we do and say on all the broadcasts. But with that, in all, let's look on the bright side and let's hope that the future is going. We're all safe. What we're going to do is we're going to introduce our guest here today. Joining me for the race is, of course, the one and only and beautiful and wonderful Mrs. Meeps. Welcome in.
Hello.
How do you do? So Mrs. Meeps is here. We're gonna get the camera right first of all after that disruption.
Yeah, who's your buddy you just went running through there?
Yeah, that's highly suspicious and really worrying, if I'm being honest. So let's see.
Okay.
We have got an invitation from Mr. Comedian himself, so we may as well jump straight into that and get onto the lobby. I think that's the best way to do it. What do you think?
Go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. Actually, would you grab that there? Just slide around and grab that. And just put it up here. The good old Meeps trophy. Yeah, get your drink in because we're going to need that with all the stuff that's going on. Drink! Okay. We are going to join the lobby live now. It looks like we have a few in. And as I say, folks, in light of what actually happened before all that, we have had some difficulty. We were raided earlier where, hard drives, laptops, the whole lot was taken. We are just joining you today in defiance of an authority.
Where the hell was I? When all
Yeah,
this was going on?
they raided us when you were out today. It was shocking, like. But then you know, who knows?
Are the dogs okay?
No, they took the dogs as well. No. What? You're going after them, are you? They took my dirgs.
My
They took my dirgs. Okay,
Never
so
lie about my dog.
never lie about your dogs. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Yeah, so we were due to have Big Knuckles on tonight. Big Knuckles had big news for us. Yeah, Big Knuckles. Yeah, but unfortunately, Big Knuckles couldn't be with us. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what the hell is going on in general. To be honest, this is it.
He's in on it.
There are suggestions. There are suggestions now after all of that that yeah, he may be involved. We don't know who's involved now. This is the problem.
Mm.
You know, we don't know who's involved anymore because honestly, there are people who aren't talking, and there are people who are just not.
It's highly suspicious that he's supposed to be here and then he's not, and then for some reason, and then all of a sudden,
Like
shit gets fucked up.
we did turn down airtime to other people. You know, we did turn down airtime to other people who you know, because we felt like what Big Knuckles was going to share was worth sharing.
Okay.
But maybe it was all a ploy on his part to, you know, bring us down and take away airtime and stuff like that. Like,
criminal.
There is Mayo Man himself. Good to see you, Mayo Man. It is good to have you in. If you're watching this back, I highly suggest you watch it back from the start and get all the goings on if you hadn't or if you didn't. Troubling times in Wheel to Wheel, needless to say. Okay, so who have we got in? Mayo Man's joined the lobby here. That's great. Oi, oi, oi.
What was
That was somebody who's not in a chat room who just joined us. There's more Mick joining the lobby. So it looks like we have a full grid, all bar Big Knuckles. Big Knuckles was due to race, so I think we have 19 of 20 drivers tonight.
Do you want me to jump in?
Do you want you to jump in? Yeah, you could grab the setup there and race.
I'll give it a bash.
Yeah. Like you can't be any worse than a comedian, like.
That's fair.
You know,
That's a fair point.
like cutting those corners. You know, you at least you know what an apex is.
I do.
You know,
I'm very skilled in taking the racing line on my commute to and from work.
I've witnessed it. It's terrifying, but it's good.
Skill.
Absolute skill. Right. So let's get to the standings of last week. Where is my other mic? Here we go. So, because we have this, we can do this. And we can call up all of the results from last week. The other one, apart from that. Yeah, because there's like so many options here. The other one, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, as you can see there, or maybe you can't, after review last week, we have Mayo Man winning the race and jumping out in the lead. Jumping out in the lead is Mayo Man now with 83 points. Bunsee's in second as a result of the results last week. What we have is the big news is that Budge was disqualified last week for choosing the wrong car.
I think I need to take that call.
Go spectator. No, you don't. It's okay. We got the message from our dude, Mayo Man.
Okay.
So I think I'm a spectator now, am I? I think I am spectator.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I got it. I got a comedian. I'm going spectator.
You're trying to tell me this whole brilliant setup thing for naught.
Yeah. So it's all for naught when you don't. I normally go spectator, but we have a few seconds to run through what it is. The results from last week. Budge, in big news last week, Budge disqualified for choosing the wrong car.
How do you choose the wrong car?
I think last week was a bizarre scenario. You know what I mean? They had to restart the race 3 times. And on the third time, Budge didn't select his car apparently, or maybe select the wrong car. We don't know. But he does get to retain an average of his last 4 races on his points. So he didn't, because he did get 10 points for finishing in 5th position.
Okay.
Or in 4th position, or for 5th position. He finished it, but he got to keep 8 of those points. But he was demoted basically because, in the interest of fairness, they moved everybody else up the spots that Bud, like everybody else was back 1 spot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if the race would have ended the same way. So Bud was relegated to disqualification, but in the interest of fairness, he got to keep 80% of his points, while at the same time everybody else got the points that they probably would have got since Budge selected a faster car than he would have otherwise had.
Terrible mistake,
yeah. But
accident.
that was the start. Budge is one for calling out authority where he sees it. And all this bizarre stuff started with a Budge disqualification last week.
Okay.
So maybe Budge is onto something. Maybe we should be getting more tinfoil hats.
Maybe.
Would you?
Is there one around?
We will definitely look into it for next week for sure.
Okay.
But anyway, we're going to join the race. It looks like we are good to go, and we are beginning quali. So that is the quick update. Everybody is getting ready in the pits. Yes, we are all but Big Knockos, who has failed to turn up even for race day, as it turns out. But I think we will definitely have him on. We will definitely have him on next week. How's it going, Spider-Man? It is good to have you in. We are a little nervous around these parts. I fully advise that you watch back the stream if you weren't watching it from the beginning. You should watch back and see the developments, the latest developments in what seems to be the scandal that's developing in this league. Is that live now? So subscriptions.
Live.
What? Yeah.
Doing this for naught.
No, it's fine. We're all waiting here.
Okay.
The few people. Oh, everybody's being disqualified. Look, we're having another disaster state. Mormick has left the session. So it looks like.
Okay, so what's happening?
Restart. We're having a restart. Daniel, thank you for the update. We are having an official restart to this race. Unbelievable stuff. This game it's something else. It's definitely something else, So I'm going to leave the lobby here. Quit to main menu. And we will rejoin. We will go through some of the catch-up stuff. So, Mrs. Meeps.
Yes.
Do you have a favourite for today's race? Who do you think is going to win? Like, Bunsey has his favourite. His odds have been cut from evens to 1 to 2 with all the major bets that have gone on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Bunsey's going to win, or do you is Budge back on the push? 3-time champ. He's a little behind, but is this where he kicks in?
I think I need to see the pole positions here before I make any determination.
You're going to make the decision when you're out the pole position.
Yeah.
Right. And do you think we're going to have our first pole to win of the season tonight?
No.
No. So what you're doing is you're going to discount whoever gets pole. This is the way we're working with. I got it. You know what I mean? It's good. One of the guys who gets pole is clearly going to be fast, right?
Okay. Disclaimer.
Yeah.
I am an amateur, very recently, established F1 supporter, so I know
right.
Sweet FA. And it's going to be a case of how I pick a racehorse, which is how it looks. The color.
Right, the color. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, we have Spider-Man here who says, there's interesting stuff. Spider-Man says Mayo Man wins, and if it rains, Bunsey DNFs, the season favorite, Bunsey DNFs as a result of rain.
Supporting evidence, or is this just a whim? Is he notoriously
Spider-Man knows some stuff, Spider-Man knows some stuff. He has some ins. Nobody really knows what he looks like either. He's elusive.
So we don't know what he's looks like.
Yeah.
And then there's a masked stranger running through the back garden, and we don't know what he looks like.
I think he has a kind of a pale blue face.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's
maybe.
kind of some clinging to walls and stuff. So.
Budge says a carbon win. Elite carbon for the win.
Okay.
That would suggest that the Haas car is an incredibly fast and reliable car, because Budge and Elite Carbon are both in the Haas.
Okay, and this mimics real life, does it?
This is in reality. Basically, the cars are in reality mode,
Okay.
but ultimately, the fastest driver gets the slowest car.
Yeah, I know that, but is a Haas in this wheel-to-wheel the same as a Haas in actual F1?
No, but the driver is different. So that
answers nothing.
I mean, what are we doing?
Let me rephrase this. Do the Ferraris in this game have reliability issues?
Well, they don't have the pit crew problems,
okay.
or the decisions. The people making decisions on what it's going to be.
Stunningly fabulous decisions that they make.
Clearly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so just looking at the results there, Team Bun Gun is just after losing some pace on the leaders now, who are Mayo for Jam, extending their lead last week in the championship. But Braun Cocktail with a good overall result, with Angry Comedian finishing second and Budge retaining 80%. Lobby setup joined. Thank you, Daniel. We are in and we are spectating and we are just about to go. So yeah, all good.
Are we taking odds on an Angry Chameleon meltdown?
Oh, I don't think they take bets on something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's.
What odds would you get even
Nothing worth betting on, that's for sure. Yeah, nothing for it's probably. So maybe Budge is saying, the Haas is a good car after all. I mean, he has followed it up with a second and a fifth in the last couple of weeks. He's turning his ties around for the year.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's like we see in real life, like with Hamilton, it's not the car, Sam, it's the driver.
It's the driver.
Just like we see every week.
Right, yeah. So, Mercedes' downturn is not the car, it's the driver. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow, there's huge news, folks. I think that's massive.
That's what they say. You put Hamilton in any car in the grid, and he's going to win.
Right.
Just like we've seen this season.
Right. I don't know where to go with that. To be honest. That about wraps up the thought process on that, really, to us. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We will go to tire enabled, and full track mode. Okay, so it looks like we have a Red Bull going out early, so we will follow a Red Bull. Is that Vernie Vern? It sure is. It's Vernie Vern. Let's follow Vernie Vern around the track. Oh, we had a few people jump out in front of him there. Somebody was determined to make it out in front of him. We have a few of them. We have the Alfa Romeo of is it Griffin? No, it is Welsh Wizard. So Welsh Wizard leads the track, or the quali, the first lap on quali. We will follow him around. Let's see how he does. Welsh Wizard gave some pre-season. He was there for pre-season, and honestly, he was looking like he was going to wipe everybody clean. Unfortunately, it hasn't materialised the way he would like. Only getting a 10th in the first race, and no points since. So Welsh Wizard, probably the biggest disappointment this season so far. Definitely, improvements, and probably make a bigger impact as it goes on.
We have a lot of returned drivers from previous seasons. Have you seen a lot of improvement with them? Or is it all just kind of hanging around in midfield, kind of?
Honestly, I would say, compared to the driving that was at the end of season 3 and the drivers themselves, I'm not going to lie, I think these guys are suffering this year. There's a lot of adjustment to the new setup, new cars, new game, the whole lot.
How does it matter, Sam? It's the driver.
But there is one unanimous thing,
okay,
and that is that this game is pants. It's just pants. it's flawed. You saw like we came into the lobby and
PlayStation be glitchy? What?
yeah, we came into the lobby and we had to change straight away. Or it wasn't set to night, but that may have been the organic thing that was trying to do the job. So let's see. So oops, lady. We are following. There he's got the DRS wide open coming down the pit straight, coming around turn 1, 2, and 3 here in quick succession. We see how it goes. We will see where he stands. Where is the
weather like here?
The weather is dry. It's just at night, as is in the real thing. So
not like
why haven't we got our information? There we go. We didn't have our who's out and what this. So like the first one around is Welsh Wizard. Let's see where he's coming through. He's now in sector 2. He's on a 37-second lap so far.
We're all on soft.
All on soft, yeah. And
what kind of strategy are we thinking here? How many stops?
How many stops? This can be done in one stop, but it really depends on if we have rain during the race. You saw what happened the last weekend in Singapore for guys who had multiple stops as a result, you know. And they extended the life of those intermediates for a long time at the start because there was no transitional period where it became obvious where it was one or the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Spider-Man says here, never been an F1 race in Singapore with no safety car.
Interesting. I do like the odd safety car.
You do like the odd safety car, do you?
It kind of shakes things up.
Right. And in the event of a safety car, first of all, what are the odds comedian causes it? Right? Or what are the odds comedian wins as a result of it?
Well, I mean, I thought...
So Welsh Wizard sets the first lap of 140, yeah, go ahead, 140.3.
I thought we weren't taking odds on the...
Oh, and Vern is around. Vern was next across the line, but Vern is around. That is not a good start for the fast Red Bull. He lost, it looks like, on the last corner. Where's he going? Well, that's him across the line. He's going to have a long trip around. This is a long lap. Well, second longest lap, I think, on the calendar. We were saying there, oh, and he's lost again. Vern is not enjoying this track at all. It may be a little wet out there. Maybe a little bit damp. Yeah, but it looks like there might be moisture on the track. Or at least it might be drizzling. So we have, oh, there we go. Griffin has taken the lead so it's an Alfa Romeo 1-2. With a Supreme Bio is in third. Blue Gunner in fourth. All in the 140s. Is a Hero is now back in the Netherlands in his massively popular or advanced setup. He's back in his proper setup now. So Is a Hero's season may actually kick off. So there's a 147 from Bubba's Bits, or Wets as we know him. Vern sent a 153. We did see Vern spin on the last corner, so maybe that will change. We have Rory Drain, who didn't set a lap. He must have invalidated first time around. So, yeah, what do you think? What do you think is the what will happen as a result of the safety car? Do you think?
I'll be honest, I have no idea because I haven't really watched this, so I don't know the drivers. So
you haven't watched the drivers this season?
No.
Rory Drain with a 140. Mayo Man taking the lead with a 138.9 or 138.7, and Bunsey in second. So all the guys we were talking about looking like they're setting good times.
But this track is very hard for overtaking, isn't it?
That is true, but
the street circuit.
That is true, but there are 3 DRS zones, I believe, and there is a massive straight. So on those straights, you would want to be like Mormick, or probably we got an Aaron Man in the other Ferrari. You know, you want one of the Ferraris, or you probably want Kaiser or Vern if they were going to set a time in the Red Bulls. So yeah, Ferraris or Red Bulls is what you want on those straights, and obviously to manage your ERS and DRS well at that stage as well. So we may not have DRS if we have rain. If we have the rain, we won't have the DRS.
Do you have like a weather thing?
We will only find out tomorrow. On Sunday. This is Saturday, clearly.
I forgot.
Yeah. So I mean, there hasn't been any reports come in yet. As yet, the Sky Scanner is not telling us much this week.
I just didn't realize we didn't have like a forecaster or weather prediction.
And it looks like we're getting kicked from the lobby. There we go.
Does this always happen?
It's not the first time. It is not the first time. Let's go to podcast mode. This also, we may be being shut down by, looks like we've got another invite. We have had
an error.
An error.
Has occurred.
Yeah. Nothing to do with the game whatsoever.
Mm.
So we are receiving another invite by Vernie Vern. Looks like this is a problematic stream once again. We will call it early if this keeps happening every few minutes, by the way. I'm not going to do this again this week, especially in light of the fact that this may actually be as a result of us being trying to be shut down. We're going to have to regroup maybe and see how this goes next week.
You have to beef up security here.
Might have to beef up security. Might have to get in special
dogs. I agree.
What?
More dogs. That's what I'm hearing.
No, you're not. We're going to have to get some
guard dogs. Okay.
No, internet security. The whole lot. Is that just me being kicked out? It looks like it was. Join session. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this, but it is what it is, I guess. Looks like we are 8 minutes down. It's just me being kicked again for whatever reason. Our spectators being kicked. Are we being shut down by the executive like we said? Maybe we said way too much. Maybe we said way too much. So, with Mayo Man still first, Bunsey second, Griffin third, Welsh Wizard. So it's an all Alfa Romeo second row. And we have Vernie Vern, who has set the shortest time, or sorry, the longest time there. But Kaiser Elite Carbon, who is the favourite, according to Budge, hasn't set a time yet, but he is on a fast lap. How does he rate? We shall see. We will turn on all of this stuff again. Looks like we are in for a long night. He is coming around through final sector, coming up to the final corner with 135. Oh, and he had to slow down there. He's after losing a bit of time. And he's at the 140, jumped up to 5th place. Elite Carbon may yet make an impact in this race. Budge is 5/10 off is similar, the same car. There we go. So interesting. Kaiser Gunner yet to set a time. That's not unusual. Angry Chameleon is only on an outlap. Hasn't set a time. Follow Chameleon around. Is he having some problems? Is he going to be kicked too? Maybe this is not the executive. Maybe this is a third party that we don't know about.
Maybe this is insider sabotage.
Could very well be. Could very well be.
Who is your prime suspect?
It's hard to say. There's so many people. There are so many people it could be.
So many criminals.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you have to imagine they're either on Team Budge or Team Comedian, which ironically is strange because Budge and Comedian are technically on the same constructors team.
Okay.
Team Braun Cocktail. So, although Comedian is in the Mercedes and Budge is in the Haas, this is the constructors for season 4.
Is that a good indication of how they finished last season?
Well, Budge is champion.
Yeah, I know
3-time champion.
I know that.
That's hard to live with in wheel to wheel. As a matter of fact, nobody's defeated him.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, everybody was beaten by Budge last year. So, you know. So, Comedian. Is a hero's being kicked from the session, it looks like. Or at least he has DNF'd. So, Comedian on his out lap. Or, sorry, Comedian on his flying lap. Let's see how he goes through. Catches the apex there, nicely done, and he's around turn 3 and down onto the first of the. This is a very fast set of the track here. This is the longest straight here. Big DRS help here. The Mercedes Tour best car on there, but it's actually overperforming, and maybe that is driver related, or maybe it's just the car.
So are we gonna have some fun like crashes on the first corner?
You're one of those. You're a first corner mayhem.
Spectator.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
You're in.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. I know a few people are like that. And what is it about? Is it just the sheer like the fact that you know that like somebody somewhere is kicking the Fanatec up and down the street?
Yeah.
It's like they realize.
I look forward to the audio later on.
And the TikTok.
Yeah.
The TikTok and the audio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. Like it is why a lot of people watch Wheel to Wheel, if we're being honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we better get on to the Comedian lap. So yeah.
What's your
Taking a very. My race prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a juicy one. Let's see how Comedian fares, because if Comedian is in the top 5, I'm going to say a podium for Comedian.
Okay.
He isn't though. He doesn't even make it into the top 10. He's 12th with that. But maybe he has time for one more push. But as I say, the problem here now is he's got to get back around.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging 140, 141. So by the time he's 3 minutes 40 seconds to get back to the pits, get the wheel change, get back out, do another warm-up lap,
Mm-hmm.
and then begin the lap. He just has enough time, but it's
tight.
It's tight. It's definitely tight.
Okay.
So definitely one to follow. We'll come back to Comedian in just a moment. Kaiser Gunnar has set a time of 140.5. Look how tight everything is. Everybody from Why Not See in 5th to Kaiser Gunnar, Rory Drain. Supreme Bio is only separated by 3 tenths or 6 tenths. Yeah, very, very close grid. The entire midfield are in the same. They're all doing 140s, the mid 140s. Comedian just outside that late 140s, looking to get around and improve on that time. We have Kaiser Gunnar. He isn't down this time. He's obviously making room. So who else is here? Ronosaurus. Let's have to see a look at how Ronosaurus doing. Is Ronosaurus down on his time of 141? Ronosaurus is a very, very fast driver. Has had a bit unlucky. And he's near. And we're kicked out again.
Just when the fun part was happening.
Yeah, I think that was Kaiser Gunnar, who may actually, after blocking somebody on an active quali lap, may now suffer a quali ban. He may get a grid penalty if he's not careful. Oh my God, we're kicked out again. I can't believe this. Oh, what's going on? No, it's definitely not you. This happened last week too.
Okay.
This happened last week. Let's see, are we good to go? We have wired internet. We're wired up. I'm just checking all the different things, so let's just use the invite to get back in, join. This is just unfortunate if this happens all the way through. It only started at the end of the race, the last 6 laps last week. It seems to be happening earlier. Maybe it's anybody who's just to do with spectators.
Is it just you, or is it other people?
Last week it was other people to begin with. Then they changed a few things, and they maybe I have to turn off. What's that special setting? There's a special setting actually that I might have to turn off.
Okay.
So I'm just going to see how you turn off. platform sharing. I didn't turn platform sharing off. Lobby options. You just look. Tell me there.
You're asking me to read
Yeah,
or see anything. It's not going to happen.
Right. Not there. Graphic settings.
Is it lobby options?
Where's that?
At the top.
I think I went in there. Music is accessibility option, telemetry controls, graphics. It's just not related. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. This is all lobby related, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think that's anything to do with it. This is unfortunate. I'm sorry, folks, but this is nothing we can really do. I might have to turn off that setting as it relates to the.
What setting are you looking for?
I'm looking for the setting for platform share. So Comedian did not get around again and improve on his. He didn't improve on his lap. We are all done, but for Griffin, it looks like in a bit of a tow there. Looks like his lap is over. Elite Carbon, is he on time? He is not. He is done. Budge, right behind his teammate. Everybody improving slightly. Rory Drain up to a 139.9. Budge is on a lap, it looks like, and Budge hasn't improved. He has crossed the line, and that is qualification, unfortunately. Ironman is only on an out lap, so he's not going to get to set a time this time around. But as we saw there just before we lost broadcast, we have.
Are we missing somebody there?
What?
Are we missing somebody there?
No, we have 19. Well, is a hero here, yeah. Is a hero is not in the session anymore either, so maybe he got kicked as well. Technical difficulties to say the least. This is the story of this damn game, if I'm being honest. So that is the end of quali. That is the end of quali. Just Ironman now running around the track. Who needs to? Maybe if he crosses the line, don't go into the pits, mate. Just cross the line. Yeah. Oh look, he's crossing the. Just cross the line. Yeah. Where is he going?
Into the wall.
Into the wall.
That's where he's going.
Ironman. What's going on? Ironman, are you awake? There we go.
He's back.
He's back. He just kind of. There we go. I don't know what's going on there. But Ironman having trouble with seeing.
Can you fall asleep really suddenly?
Narcolepsy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he suffer from this?
He made it. I mean, in latest news, Ironman suffers from narcolepsy. There you go. That is it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so quali. Do you want to run through the quali there? Can you read that?
No, it's not.
Can't see that. So we have Mayo Man in first with Bunsey in second, Griffin in third, Supreme Boy in fourth, Blue Gunner in fifth, Brewery Drain in sixth, Why Not See qualifying in the Alpine in seventh, Elite Carbon in eighth, Budge in the other Haas in ninth, and Welsh Wizard in 10th, Ronosaurus in 11th, Mormick in 12th, Kaiser Gunner, Angry Comedian, Is a Hero, K Flemmo and Wets all rounding out the end of the guys outside the top 10, and then Ironman, as you said, fell asleep at the wheel and didn't set a time.
It happens.
It happens.
We've all done that.
Have we though? And it looks like we're flying through things here because the 27 seconds just disappeared. So, lobby problems once again. And we are with who? Where it looks like we're on in Buncey's car. Oh, why the fuck am I in a car? Oh, lads.
What are you doing?
It just put me in a car because I rejoined the lobby.
Stop. Chloe. Great setup. Chloe, lie down, please.
We are having serious issues. This may be completely related to all the stuff that went on earlier. Out.
He's just chilling.
No, he's not. He's making noise that's coming across the...
Okay, Chloe, come on. Chloe, out here. Good boy.
No dogs.
All of the dogs.
Mm.
Chloe, stop now. Come on, lie down.
Yeah.
Down. Good boy. You should test. Just out of curiosity, what car did you end up in?
They gave me an Aston. That says a lot about my ability, I think.
Mm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very complimentary. Kind of means like they reckon I'm higher rated than the 3-time champion. We are just going to try and turn off what is the
Okay, do you know?
crossplay. There we go. I'm going to turn on crossplay.
Say, do you need me to Google
Disabled. Okay, so I've disabled crossplay because maybe that's an issue for people. Maybe that's an issue for even people who are just you know, not even in the game, as it turns out, like, or who is spectating.
And then suddenly end up in a car.
Yeah.
That'd be great in real life, wouldn't it?
Hmm?
Wouldn't that be great in real life?
Invitation can be viable. Certainly would. No, they can't be used. These cannot be used, these invitations. So, let's see. There we go. Interesting. I turned off crossplay anyway, so maybe that'll help. Maybe I know everybody else was turning off that crossplay option, so maybe that's why because mine wasn't off. Who's this?
None of your damn business.
Oh, you're doing it on the stream.
It's Meeple's sister.
The Meeps sister.
Yep.
Interesting. Set. There we go.
Questioning why I'm not wearing an eye patch.
I see. I want to ready up. I want to. Lobby's being updated. We shall just wait. So, bit of a disaster if we're being honest. But maybe turning off that crossplay is what the issue is for me too, because I didn't have that off. This stream is brought to you by Deception by Grey Fox Games. Betrayal at House on Haunted Hill, on the Haunted Hill, and Battlestar Galactica, the board game. All particularly apt for this particular stream, I would have thought.
Because you're silent?
No, 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 no. Hopefully we shall. Yeah. We are just waiting on people to join. There we go. I said spectate. Yeah. Looks like we're just waiting on one or two to join. We have everybody in the lobby, I think. Yeah, looks like everybody's in. So if everybody ready's up, I think they're happy out. It's a fucking disaster, isn't it? 31 laps at around 140 a lap. You saw them, I suppose, the Red Bull Perez taking the win this week.
Mm-hmm.
You're very happy about that, I
I
think.
am, because he's an animal.
Checo
Checo is an animal, and he
Checo the
deserves
animal.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, in the wheel-to-wheel world, you know, in the wheel-to-wheel world, I put Mailman in that category as the Checo the animal, you know.
Mailman is the Checo of
I would have
wheel-to-wheel.
thought so. Yeah, like I mean, he's had to play. He's finished up runner-up to Budge 2 seasons running, you know.
Okay.
It's like they were teammates at one stage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It just has that feel about it, and you know he's the animal. And this year, it looks like he's breaking out. He's now leading the championship. He's ahead of Budge. You know what I mean? Maybe this is Checo. Maybe Checo
we could
is.
Be in for a shake-up.
It could very well be. I think.
Okay.
And he's a lovable character too. You know, Mailman's a lovable character. You know.
So he's not a whinge bag like.
We won't go accusing people of certain things, but we get who you mean.
I'm talking about F1.
Oh, F1. No, he's not. No, it's not. But no, definitely not. Definitely not. He's definitely one of the likable characters. He's an animal. You know, he's the lovable character.
Mm.
He's had to play second fiddle to.
He just puts his head down and he goes to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's been known to be not selfish. You know. So. Yeah, it's all there. I think a Mailman win this year, or might be on the cards. So it looks like we're good to go. For now. That's it. Yeah, we had to reset the lobby once again, and that was obviously because an extra car suddenly appeared. And that's because I didn't get to select spectator in quali, and then it just puts you into a car automatically for the race itself. I want to set the spectator. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully the crossplay being turned off means that we're all good to go. And just maybe, we'll get this race started. Mailman leading the charge now after all the quali. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is who are you going to go for? Does Comedian do it from outside the top 10? No. Is Welsh Wizard going to make this push all of a sudden? We'll have to have a look. We're going to get the standings.
Keep an eye on that one. I think Bunsey.
You're going for the favorite.
On pole, I'm going to go with on podium.
Bunsey on podium.
Yep. Budge.
On a podium from 9th. In the halves. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. He's done that once already. That's not a bad shout. So Bunsey and Budge.
Yeah.
Who's the other podium sitter? Is Mailman going to take it to a podium, or is he going to? First of all, is he going to win from pole? I think you said you're not going to.
I don't think winning from pole, but I think he might be.
Wow.
Again, disclaimer. I know nothing.
You know nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Hey,
I think anybody who claims they know anything is probably just pulling your leg. You know what I mean? But
fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it. I think we've all been faking it till we made it, and we still haven't made it, so we're still faking it.
Yeah.
I think that works out.
Motto of my life.
That's pretty much where it is. So we have Mayo Man leading the charge with Bunsey in second, Griffin in third.
Formation lap.
Yeah. We're going to leave on position change for the moment because the most changes on position happen on the first few laps and obviously going into turn one. So hopefully it is a complicated turn one. You saw what happened to Max that during the weekend. You know, first of all, he didn't get a great start anyway, but then he had to cut the corner on the inside so as to not plow into somebody getting squeezed, you know. So
it's kind of the thing though, isn't it? Like for most races,
it's a tight the first one because you're arriving like that.
You're going from
you're 20 cars strong.
You're going arriving from 0 to whatever, and everyone it seems everyone loses their shit on the first corner a little bit.
Well, they run out of space, I think, you know what I mean? You can't take optimal lines. You're in a 20 car pile-up, essentially, because...
It's basically the M50.
It's basically the M50. It's a good analogy, yeah. So, Mayo Man, Bunsey, Griffin, Supreme Bio there is lightning quick. He's vastly improved in recent weeks. He's a good shout as well. So we're saying Bunsey, Budge. Does Mayo Man retain a spot on the podium?
Yeah, it doesn't make.
So are you saying Bunsey or Budge wins it? Is that a big ask for Budge from 9th? So you're saying Bunsey repays the favour from Mayo Man. Mayo Man took his podium off from last year.
Yeah.
Or last week.
Yeah.
Or his win.
I'm going to go with that.
So you're going Bunsey. Mayo Man, Budge. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Considering we have, why not a winner this season there in Club.
It's kind of what I'd like to see.
It's kind of what you'd like to see.
I do like a good comeback story.
You do like a good... So you're rooting for...
Three-time champion.
He's three-time champion. It's not really a comeback story so much as... Blue Gunner was disqualified from the session. He must have run into somebody. Oh, we've had a bit of a pile-up. We've had 5 people disqualified. And they're all sitting on the grid with cold tyres now. They're going to start that's going to make it interesting. That's going to... No, they're still in the session, but they're disqualified because there was a bit of an incident on the formation lap. Okay. So what it means is they're sitting there on cold tyres, which means they won't have maximum grip going to Q1 or the T1. So this is going to be interesting, right? I love the Singapore Grand Prix. I overperform here when I race in this. So we have 7 drivers sitting on the grid with cold tyres. So here we go. And we're away for week 6, Singapore Grand Prix. Mayo Man with a great start. Bunsey not getting out ahead like he would do before, or like Mayo Man done to him early on last week. It is as we see it so far. Who is the biggest loser in turn 1? The biggest loser is a Heroes all the way to the back. Mormick is back to the back. Kaiser Gunn all the way down as well. So a lot going on in the back of the pack. Not much going on up front. It is as you were pretty much. Oh, well, I suppose Why Not See is down 3 positions. Supreme Bio is gone. He's around. What happened to him? Did he have a spin? He sure did. And we have Vern around now as well. So a lot of people having early incidents. Supreme Bio down 15 positions. So we gave him way too much credit saying that things have turned around. We have a 5-second penalty for wets with a severe collision on Ironman early on in this race. So he's already accumulating some points.
Okay.
Oh, there. And Mormick is slow. Look, some people didn't survive the first half a lap. What's going on? Mayo Man has lost his lead to Bunsey. At the front, this is an interesting man. Look at this. Griffin flying, staying up with these guys. These are pulling away. Elite Carbon's now out of DRS, but Elite's up 4 positions from 8th to 4th. He might be the Haas that makes the impact in this race.
Quickly swap him off the bunch.
Are you dropping Budge like, oh, it's not. So it's now Bunsey, Mayo Man, and Elite Carbon. Elite Carbon, a good shout from Budge, to be fair. Budge up one position, I suppose, in his defence. And Welsh Wizard, look at Welsh Wizard. Welsh Wizard is up 4 positions to 6th from 10th. We did say that he was due a vast improvement this season after pre-season, after good pre-season and a win pre-season too.
Okay.
So, you know, maybe all happening. Angry Comedian making a push there in 11th. Looks like he's all over the back of Why Not See. We have a huge DRS train, or at least we have a lot of people within 1 second of everybody. Kaiser Gunner, the biggest gap at 4 seconds back from Angry Comedian. Elite Carbon has fallen out of DRS, but he may be playing a very wise game and not pushing too hard at this stage. This may yet be a war of attrition.
Everyone's falling soft, yeah?
Everybody, that's a good call. Absolutely good call. We've got the position changes now. It's settled down a bit. Vernie Verne up 6 positions. Let's get back to the actual tyres. So here we go. Here's the strategy. There we go. So the 3 of the top 4 are on a hard strategy, with followed up by Blue Gunner, Welsh Wizard, and Rhinoceros on the softs, and a few on mediums, but the vast majority on the hards to begin with.
Interesting. So are we playing one-stop strategy or no-stop?
Definitely looking at a one-stop. It really depends on if there's going to be a safety car, right? A safety car early on probably means that the people on the hards are after losing the momentum and the advantage that they might have. Yeah, it is interesting that Griffin is there in amongst those hard runners, you know. Yeah. On the mediums, will he get as much out of the mediums? Maybe the mediums is the right call, you know, because there may be a safety car. Yeah, we have Blue Gunner, Welsh Wizard, we have Vernie Verne and Kay Flemmo, but Kay Flemmo looks like he's already made 1 pit stop. So let's have a look. Stops. Yes, both Supreme Bio and Kay Flemmo happen to go in, it looks like. Second penalty for Wets for speeding in the pit lane. So we've already had 4 people stop, it looks like, at this stage. No. So it looks like it looks like that. And there's Wets onto the softs now. He's going to go on the softs, obviously, to try and get back up some of that time. He's lost by having to make an early pit stop on a tyre that he quite frankly probably should have got a lot more laps out of, needless to say.
Is that like hoping for a safety car then, so you can...
I think he's definitely going to need a second safety car. But we do have a Sector 1 turnaround. Who is off in Sector 1? Oh, is there somebody off in Sector 1? We're not getting a safety car, are we?
Who's on the bottom there? Who's not participating?
Kay Flemmo is DNF'd. Kay Flemmo is DNF'd on the pit straight. Looks like we may yet be getting a safety car. Is this? Let's look out the side here. No, we're not getting a safety car. It is as you were. This is just Wets trying to catch up as a result of that early pit stop. So we just had yellow flags for the Kay Flemmo DNF. But Mayo Man and Bunsey at the front of this with Griffin all in the DRS zone. Blue Gunner falling back. Elite Carbon losing 1 of those spots. Blue Gunner making a push. Blue Gunner making that over, and there's all the guys there other than Blue Gunner having the DRS. Let's have a look at... Oh, very close from Griffin. Little bit of a tip on the back of the Mayo Man. He wasn't such an animal to retain the lead in this race early on. But then Bunsey is a force to be reckoned with. He's looking to do to Mayo Man what Mayo Man done to him last week. Out of revenge. Are you still happy with the race predictions now?
For now.
Oh, we have a safety car. It looks like. No. Is it VSC? They need the signs in. Sector 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's a safety car or a VSC. Can't see the signs on the side of the road. Where are we? A safety car, full safety car. Oh, when we discussed this, we're on lap 4, and those hard runners aren't getting the advantage.
No, they're not.
So now, do the people on the softs, do they go in now, or do they just continue? Is it too early for anybody to stop at this stage?
Yeah, it'll be interesting now to see who.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to say the least. Try and get you a bit of volume there, hopefully. You don't need volume? Nah, I think we do. Okay, so that is it. Look at there, Welsh Wizard has gone in. Welsh Wizard has gone in, and Brontosaurus and Vernie Byrne, the soft runners, all soft runners, bar Blue Gunner. It looks like. So some people thinking they go on the hards to the end here, it looks like. Yeah. Wow. Brontosaurus going mediums. Ironman going mediums. And now, Wet, who had to make that stop, is going to get to catch up. Mormick is out of this race too.
Oh, dear. What happened there?
We missed Mormick's thing, so we don't know what happened there. He may have retired in the pits if he felt like he was going, but like it looks like he was turned around. He actually had new tires on. Looks like he made that stop, and he may be DNF. Why not see up to 7th? Where's the position change? So, Angry Comedian now up 5 places to 9th. May make a push. Why not see and Rory Drain holding still in 6th and 7th. Griffin in 3rd, and looks like Elite Carbon, as the front runners go, with the biggest gain in 5th with 3 gains. Mayo Man, the only one in the top 10 to be down positions, and he's down that 1 position to 2nd, like you predicted. So it's looking good, and Budge yet or Elite Carbon yet may take that 3rd spot.
A lot of racing left to go.
Yeah, absolutely. It is only lap 5 of.
How many cars are going no stop?
They can't go no stop. They will be disqualified.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing. That is a thing. They will be disqualified, just like the actual F1. You have to change compounds. In the dry, you must change compounds at least once. You must use at least 2. Yeah, you can't go medium.
When I say that I'm an amateur,
yeah,
Formula One, I mean it.
Well,
I wasn't joking.
We are here to educate, and there is that. It's interesting to see. It is interesting to see.
What, the 3rd year?
Third year of F1, and
like,
you only realise that you had to. You do have. I know you figured there was pit stops, and normally there's multiples. But you can't go. You can't. You can't go medium or soft or hard or anything like that. You must change compounds, so you must go soft, medium, soft, hard, medium, whatever.
And you have to start the race on the tires that you finished quality in.
That's gone as well. That's gone as well. You may now choose, and that's in this game too. You may, since this season, and to be fair, you're only a few races in. You're only this season in with regard to that rule. You were correct up until this season. Yeah. Well, I mean, up to this season, you were correct.
Yeah, for all 2 seasons.
For the majority of your time watching, yeah. So.
Okay. Is there anything else I should be aware of that's changed?
Anything else you should be aware that's changed? Not that I can recall, but then I don't know what you know that you know.
Come up with some little random nugget of knowledge or lack thereof.
You don't have to change tires if you start the rain on the wet or on a wet set tire. That's the rule, and that's a safety thing, obviously, because you wouldn't change to a different. You can't go to sticks, obviously. So so you could go intermediate if that's related to that. So yeah, let's join the front of the grid. See, are we going to have everybody's caught up? Well, is a hero 13 seconds off? Is he going to catch up before the end of this lap? Are we going to get a notification?
There's a overtaking or?
Well, no, we're behind safety car right now. You can't overtake under safety car. Yeah. So Bunsey getting to relax a bit at the front, just to kind of take it all in. But he is going to be under immediate pressure from Mayoman, I have to imagine. Mayoman's going to set himself up nicely. It is a difficult track to overtake on. Ocean Chief, you do detect an Irish accent, you do, but you also detect an American accent too. Ocean Chief has joined us. Thank you, Ocean Chief, for joining us. You are correct. Supreme Boyo gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting under safety car. Welcome in, Ocean Chief. Oh, Mother of Divine Christ! That's just Supreme Boyo. Supreme Boyo.
Now, do we have
that's
anyone?
Special. So it looks like everybody's caught up. So it looks like this might be the last lap under safety car.
So hopefully there's no kind of Verstappen trying to take advantage.
Whoa!
Completely missed timing, and also no one trying to tell the safety car to go fast.
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Also, yes, you must stay within 10 car lengths of each other and the safety car.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot tell the safety car to hurry the effective.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah.
It being safety.
You actually run a league in SLR on PC. Nice. Well, welcome in, lad. If you scan the QR code up at the very top up there, you will get all the wheel-to-wheel socials and of course my own. And we're on the Discord. You can talk to the drivers. You can talk to myself. You're more than welcome. Welcome in, and tell us all about safety car is in this lap. F1 is phenomenal. We're big fans of it here, and as such, as you can see, we run our own league and simulation. We are on PS4 and PS5, so it looks like we're in. So Bunsey taking us around slowly up to this. Sorry, we will get to the comments. I apologise for anybody. We're going to follow from we'll follow from Griffin or Blue Gunner, I think. Griffin, because we want to see how the front three develop. He's taking us around slowly. He's backing the pack up as he's entitled to do. You see the and a bit of a brake test there. I think that was a bit of a slowdown. Was that an unreasonable brake test with people coming around? Oh, there might have been people who ran into people, and he's away. He's gone. Look at the distance. That was a great restart. That was a great restart by Bunsey. Look at the distance back to the pack. He's already put 1.2 seconds on Mayoman. What a great restart. Brilliant. Yeah, join the Discord. And we have another turnaround. Who's around? Are we back? No, it's not. Look at that. Mailman has made up a ton of that time. He's gotten half of that back. Yes, the wheel-to-wheel Discord there, my Discord is there, all our socials are there. We would love to hear about your league as well on there. And you can talk to the drivers and talk about, maybe if you're into it, maybe talk about to the Angry Comedian about putting your name down and putting an application for reserve driver. As we are full on the grid, but there are always reserve drivers, which is an opportunity for some people. Maybe some sort of collaboration can go on. Also, fantastic to have you in. Thank you for joining us, Ocean Chief. Let's see how this race progresses. It is Bunsey and Mayoman and Blue Gunner all ahead. We have DRS all the way back to Budge, who is just outside the DRS. He's back in it now. So it's DRS all the way back to Ronosaurus, who is back in it. Look at this. These guys are made. Oh, and Rory Drain is gone. No, he's not. He's just Budge getting past Rory Drain. So Rory Drain, a bit of a wobble there, I would have said, because Budge was just outside DRS there just a minute ago. Maybe he waited for the right opportunity. So yeah, that was an interesting. Budge is up to 7th by him. Rory Drain down 1 position. Mayoman back outside the DRS. So is it a case that Mayoman is running fast or lower wings? Because it looks like in the corners Bunsey has the advantage, and he's making it up on the straights. Let's see if he gets back up in sector 1 and 2. Sector 1 and 2 have the straights. If he's running lower wings, he's going to be poor in the corners but fast on the straights. So maybe Bunsey has the setup that suits the cornering. which as a technical track, but Mailman looking to take advantage of the 2 long straights in this, you know. So let's see if he catches up here. Look at this, yeah, he's already gained 1/10 on this straight. So let's see, yeah, look, he's back in DRS now, almost. Oh, just outside. It looked like he was going to get back. And and we're back into the corners. So he got back a bit of that time, and then he's losing again in this twisty section. Angry Comedian is an 8. He is up a few positions. He's up. He's after. Looks like we have had Worry Drain. Worry Drain, is he needing a new wing? Worry Drain, I think, needed a new wing. He went in for new tires and got a new wing. He looks like he's going to go to the end on those hard tires. 22 laps remaining. Thank you very much, Ocean Chief, for the compliments. We much appreciate it. We would love to have a discussion on all those topics. We will see you there. Thank you very much for the compliments. And Welsh Wizard, oh, bit of a battle there. Look at this 3-way battle. Oh, Chameleon losing out to Welsh Wizard, and he's under pressure immediately then from Rhinosaurus. It looks like we're having a bit of a wobble. Oh darn, yeah, that's exactly the language that Chameleon would use, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Soft tires will be dead. Yes, Blue Gunner is running. Yeah, and he hasn't gotten the advantage from them either because he didn't swap them. Look at this Chameleon going to make a go, is he? Look at that, he's getting the inside, and he's made the pass. He's made the pass. That was well done by Chameleon, waiting for the straight there to use the DRS and the whole lot, and he's pushed on. Will Welsh Wizard return the compliment on this straight? Let's join Chameleon and look back. It looks like Chameleon does have the faster car, by the way, but there is DRS and ERS. Look at this.
Yeah.
He's making a push. He is just too far back as he arrives at the end of that straight. Interesting stuff. Look at that shot there. Yeah, it might repay that compliment. He might have to just look at this battle. This is a super 3-way battle. Okay, so, and it looks like Wet has gone into the pits. I know he's just lost out again in the McLaren.
So who are the on softs? I can't read that.
We have Blue Gunner and Wet on the softs, and they are dead. As Ocean Chief said, they are dead at this stage. We're on lap 10, and they'd be looking to swap. And because we haven't had any, or we had the safety car,
too early to do. Really.
Well, they're going to fall off, or they're going to fall all the way. Blue Gunner is going to lose a ton of positions because of that safety bit. Now, the only benefit he has is the fact that other people will have to stop also. But he can go hard to the end here. Sector 2 around. Looks like we're losing Blue Gunner. He's into the pits. So he's making that stop. Let's see where he comes out. He's dropped from 5th all the way back to 12th, 13th. It looks like he'll come out somewhere around 13th, 14th position. Angry Comedian now up to 7th position behind Budge as a result of that stop. But Budge, Comedian and all these longer runners at the front do have to stop again. But will they gain the advantage?
Well, because I'm amateur hour over here.
Okay.
Do you have issues with pit stops like slow release or?
They can go into the pit stop and not get optimal pit stop time. Yeah, there is a time on that, and there is optimal time for turn in, stop where you stop, all that kind of thing, as a part of the game set up this year. Yeah. So it is interesting. But this is an interesting battle at the front. Let's see how these guys go. This is status quo as we saw from the restart, but Mailman now all over the back of him. He's right up to 5/10 behind him. He was outside the DRS there for a little bit. Yeah. So maybe Mailman's plan coming into action. Elite Carbon is in 4th as a result of Blue Gunner stopping.
Yeah, I'm going to need him to pick it up a notch here because
he is a full 5 seconds behind.
See that? But in order for my predictions.
Yeah, you do need that. So he needs to do some stuff. He needs to do some work. Yeah. We do have a curse on this. What?
We want the person.
Yeah, but we'll have to put a PG rating on it, yeah.
Sorry.
Zombie kebab, no one faster than me. No one faster than me, please. I'm talking about the commentators, they good. Thank you so much. Much appreciate Ocean Chief and Zombie Kebab. We much appreciate you too. Nobody faster than you. Well, Zombie, we will just. You're going to have to prove that on some level. These guys are elite drivers in the wheel-to-wheel setup. And Mayo Man looking like he's going to make a push on this longest straight. Oh, what he got? He just had to do a switchback. Oh, that was dangerous there. Oh, and Bunsey just getting away with it. Look at this. What is going on in Sector 2? Nothing at the moment. I think people might have gone. We have another Wets is retired in the pits, it looks like. Iron Man safe, 5 seconds penalty for speeding in the pit lane. A lot of people speeding in the pit lane. Remember, folks, in Singapore, it is 60 kilometers an hour in the pit thing, not the usual 80. Not the usual 80. Here's the third DRS zone, and Mayo Man losing a bit of push there. Let's look at where they stand as regards. Mayo Man pushed a little hard there. Look at that. The ERS 68% for Bunsey at the front, defending well without using too much ERS. But Mayo Man made a push that time with ERS and lost a bit. He's only got 35.7% back now. He's in now. So yeah, he lost a bit of time in that last sector. As I say, the twistiest sector of all.
Last one in particular, there's a lot of curbage going on.
There certainly is. There certainly is. Maybe that's the optimal way of taking it. But look at this. Mayo Man losing a ton of time, and Griffin all over the back of him. Griffin, you know what? He's maintaining this third place that he got. He's definitely going to be someone to be reckoned with. Is a hero with a Sector 3. Is a hero. Is he? Oh, we have a Welsh Wizard is around, and that may yet be the end of his race. There, he's losing the position to Supreme Boyle.
Got settled into his home.
No, that is a hero who is in the points. He's in the points, but he hasn't had any points this year yet. A lot of DNFs. Okay. So he is in the points, which is an imp, but he does have penalties. Yeah. We'll rejoin the front of the guys. These guys spreading out. It must be difficult to follow. Where? Is a hero? They are the penalties. These do them. Though anybody with a box beside them has got penalties. Let's have a look at how the penalty situation is. Is a hero with 8 seconds in penalties. Ouch. Supreme Boyle with 3 and Iron Man with 8 as well. Ouch. That's going to be crazy. As it stands, is a hero wouldn't lose any positions because Supreme Boyle is 9 seconds behind them. So he's not going to lose positions with that. Yeah. But if he does overtake people in front of him, it's likely he'll come back to at least this stage. He's not going to make a big points haul this stage. Anyway, back to the tyres and the race. We are dealing with Mayo Man, who is just about to follow Griffin. Looks like he might make a push. Oh, he's going to go into the pits. That's the medium runner. Yeah. Medium runner Griffin going in earlier. The guys on the softs or the hards are going longer. So we're in that medium pit window now. Mm-hmm. So anybody on the mediums, although Supreme Boyle and Iron Man are on fresher mediums. Looks like Iron Man can go to the end on those mediums. Well, that's a push. He's 16 laps maybe on the lighter. He's not carrying as much fuel in the second half of the race, so maybe.
I like the hard to soft strategy.
You like the hard? Do you reckon that's the one that's going to pay off? Could very well do. Welsh Wizard with another 3 second penalty.
You can do a good run on the hards and then get your softs at the end and go balls to the wall for.
I think that's an incredible statement. I think you're right there. Balls to the wall, and I think what we've seen here is that the safety car was early enough that it didn't adversely affect people too much. You know what I mean?
It didn't really benefit.
Because those people who stopped on the safety car are going to have to stop again. They're not going to go 30 laps or near 30 laps. Yeah. The stream text, we can make that smaller. He's a very good point by our new supporter. How about we do that? There we go. How's that for you? How about that? We can fix that for you. I agree. I think we've had a lot. But yeah, Mailman.
Lee Carbon is in third now, but
Yeah.
he's gonna have to stop.
He's gonna have to stop.
They're all gonna have to stop, and he's a good
Yeah.
nearly 7 seconds behind.
The good thing, medium hard or the hard medium is the optimal strategy for pretty much all races in this game. You know what? You're probably not wrong because it gives you a lot of security as well going on to the mediums, and I don't think he'll lose a whole lot of speed between medium and soft as it turns out.
Okay.
Unless you get safety cars, of course. Yeah, absolutely. You get a late safety car, you're definitely, if somebody's stopping for, you're taking a chance if you're on a used set of tires, trying to get them back up to temperature. Absolutely. Let's have a look. So Mailman there going on. You will be for Elite Carbon, and here it is for Elite Carbon.
Yeah.
The good thing for Elite Carbon is going longer in Singapore. The overcut is better than the undercut. So stopping earlier for who was it that had to stop? We said it was Griffin, who's now in 9th. Yeah. And we have Is a Hero. Oh God, and we got kicked out. We got kicked out. We will be right back, folks, with this race. They just fall off way too late. So if you've got people on good softs later on, definitely.
So what's kind of the average pit stop time here?
The average pit stop here is 27 seconds.
Okay.
This is an incredibly slow pit stop. Incredibly slow. So we're just going to rejoin the race in just a moment, folks. We are apologising for this because this has just been it. We had a good long stint there, though, to be fair. We didn't lose it. Maybe turning off that setting that we did has worked out for the better. But we will rejoin the race now in just a second. Apologies, folks. But yes, the overcut in Singapore is better. So the problem is a Hero was 5 seconds off. It's probably not that powerful, but it might bring him back into it. And if he's on a faster tire, which he should be, because you will have medium to hard for Griffin, you're going to have Elite Carbon on the mediums or the softs to finish this race.
Gotcha. So
he's going to be on a much faster tire near the end. Some great racing, absolutely. We're having great overtakes for a street track that doesn't normally involve a whole lot of overtaking. We are getting it happening. We are getting changes, and we're seeing the different strategies play out too, I think.
Is this coming
here? Yep. You can pull that towards you if you wish. That'll work too. So you can see the comments there. You watch the comments for me because I'm kind of trying to. You can watch the comments for me, and you can read better than I can, just not with your eyes.
I mean, that's kind of a necessity, isn't it?
It kind of is. Yeah, we are back. We are going to spectator mode, and we are good. We are rejoining it. And Mailman, Elite Carbon is he's 8 seconds back, but that might be as a result of the fact that he was a little behind all those guys anyway, I think. So, yeah. We definitely having some good racing here. And Is a Hero is now up to 7th. Vernie Vern is up to 5th. Budge up to 4th. So it's a Budge. It's a there we go. We're getting the hard runners. The hard runners are coming in now. So let's Mailman, the first of the hard runners to make the push or the stop. We're going to go stops, tires. There we go. So Mailman go mediums. So Griffin, this is important. Where is Griffin when all is said and done? And Griffin has overtaken Mailman. Griffin, now don't get me wrong. Mailman is on the faster tire and he's right behind Griffin. Look at that, Griffin. So Mailman is the faster tire, and so but he did lose out. There was only 4/10 between them, but the undercut did work. But it's going to take a little bit of time for Mailman to get up to the tires temperature, and then of course he is likely going to, but Vern up there at the top, he is having an impact in this race. Now look at that. So Griffin is after getting by Vern, but Mayo Man is stuck behind him. So Vern making an impact on the front runners in this race. No, Griffin stopped for Griffin was in third stopping, remember? So
I have no memory.
You have no memory. Now saying this, look at the time back to Griffin. There is 29 seconds back to Griffin. So if Elite Carbon stops this lap around, and we're getting cut off. If Elite Carbon gets in this lap, he has 27. He is going to be right all over the back of Mayo Man, and maybe there was a longer stop because of a wing change.
There's comments, but I can't see them.
He does commentary too. Oh, that's great. It's great fun. You guys are nailing it. I appreciate it. If only the game would nail it as well. We are having, this game is causing us huge anxiety and kicking us all the time. Appreciate it, Ocean Chief. Much appreciated. We appreciate all the support. And hey, we're just small streamers who like to just do this for a bit of crack, and it seems to entertain a very small number of people that we know.
And also, I don't do this. This is the first time I've done this because I'm an absolute amateur.
Absolute natural. I think all would agree. Yeah. We're going to have a lot of people watching this back. And if you are watching this back, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We'd much appreciate it. It helps with get the likes of people like Ocean Chief in here and Zombie Kebab. We get these new guys in. It's going to be tight, 28 seconds. So yeah, let's go back and see has what's his name? Has Elite Carbon stop? It's going to be he is by going longer.
Chief says they have issues all the time. Just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do what we can. But we are rejoining the stream right now, and we shall be up and running. Okay, so Bunsey Griffin's back up to third, and where is Elite Carbon is in the lead. So Bunsey went in and rejoined ahead of Griffin, put 1.2 seconds ahead of Griffin. So Elite Carbon has lost all the advantage for whatever reason, because now there's only 17 seconds back to Griffin. Budge, on the other hand, is he still on the same tires? He is 17 laps. So Budge and Elite at this stage hoping for a late safety car. If they get a late safety car, this may be Carbon. If they get a late safety car, Elite Carbon will likely be winning this race. After he get a free stop pretty much.
Elite Carbon, Mayo Man, and Bunsey. Is that
Yeah. Budge has lost a position to Mayo Man. Mayo Man making up those positions, and he slots right in behind. Maybe he get dragged around the track by Mayo Man now with the DRS, but he is on the much older 18 lap old tires. Much appreciated, Zombie. Look, Zombie, we think we really appreciate Ocean dragging you in here, because hey, look, get in, scan the QR code up the top, and what you will get all the socials there. Get onto the wheel-to-wheel Discord, and you'll be able to talk to all the drivers, myself, have any questions, get to know us, tell us about the leagues or the racing that you're involved in. And we have a Sector 1 around, have we? And look at that, Bunsey is lashing down on now 13 seconds between Bunsey and Elite Carbon, and Elite Carbon yet to stop.
2 seconds.
What?
Made up 2 seconds.
Made up 2 seconds on those laps. Unbelievable.
Take the wheel. I gotta do a quick dog break.
You do a quick dog break. Much appreciated. We'll see you in just a moment. Here we go. Supreme by Open Welsh Wizard, yeah. The driver names are very creative. Elite Carbon leading this race, and he's lost another second on that lap. So those tires are dead. They are dead, and he is praying now. He's literally just going. He is literally just going till he gets a safety car. He may unfortunately be the cause of that safety car with those tires, if we're being honest. So look, here we go. We are going. He is going to the end. But Bunsey is putting on a huge show. He is now miles ahead. Look at the distance after the stops, the differences between Bunsey, Griffin and Mailman. Bunsey is now 2 seconds almost ahead of Griffin, who is now 2.3 seconds ahead of Mailman after those exchanges. Despite the fact that Mailman is on the mediums, he is making no headway whatsoever. And looks like we have Ironman, who is just crawling around there on those softs. Ironman not having the race he would have liked.
Are you saying Ironman or Ironman?
Ironman. Ironman. Aaron, like in Aaron.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I get confused with your accent.
My accent, my crazy accent. I have to agree. The only way that Elite Carbon is going to probably stay in the top 6 or 7 at this rate is if he gets that safety car. And right now, the way these guys are driving, that's not looking likely. Look at this. We're all spread out after all this. The closest battle, as it happens, is Rhonosaurus and Is a Hero. And Vernivern. And Vernivern, Rhonosaurus, and Is a Hero, Vernivern, and Budge. Oh, there we go! We've just lost Is a Hero! We just lost Is a Hero, Rhonosaurus making that. We have it around. And now Mailman setting fast lap. Elite Carbon is in. Where will Elite Carbon come out? He didn't get the safety car that he was looking for. And Budge is in this lap as well. Those are dead. Will they actually? Budge is in danger of dropping out of points here. That's nuts. And we have a safety car. Oh my God.
Somebody's wish came true.
Somebody's wish came true, but he done it a lap too early. DRS. Oh, sorry. No, he didn't. He done it just in time, so he's on the mediums. He's going to be on brand new mediums. Oh, this is set up for an incredible finish because Vernivern's got to stop. He's going to regain 4th position, and he's on the freshest tyres on track. Wow! Bunsey is in danger from Elite Carbon in 4th. So if he makes this, he has 10 laps to make an impact. Wow, look at the way this has gone. The safety car is, no, it was just a VSC we got. We got a VSC, but it did help him. But he's still 10 seconds. He is a lot of time he lost. But he didn't lose the positions because everybody beyond down to Rhonosaurus had to slow right down. But it did help Budge because Budge is in 10th. He would have dropped him much, much farther. And there is, who the hell was that? Supreme Bio taking over from Is a Hero, was it? Iron Man was the one who DNF. I think he retired in the pits, if I'm being honest. He was struggling and crawling around there on the last lap. He may have gone in to the pits to retire, if we're being honest. But look at this, Vernivern still up there. Is he going to go in? Or is he going to the end? Vernivern not starting on these tyres. So Vernivern has gained massively. But you have to imagine, there's Elite Carbon, look. Elite Carbon on those fresh mediums, making the pass, forcing Vernivern in that Red Bull. Don't forget, folks. No, sorry, it wasn't a safety car, it was a VSC we got. And it did help them. It helped Elite Carbon retain at least 4. No, that was me too, I think. I saw all sectors. Carbon, yeah, on those fresh tyres, he's going to make a push now. He's going to make a push, so he doesn't get all the time back. But Budge, I think, saved from dropping out of points. Vernivern is going to start dropping positions. Yeah, I think there's Rhonosaurus he is on 17 lap old tyres. But he does have a long way back to Angry Chameleon at 9 seconds and Murray Drain. But he does have a penalty. Where are the penalties? What are the penalties?
There's a good few there.
He only has 3 seconds, so he has 4 seconds between himself and Murray Drain, and Angry Chameleon is for 9 seconds back. So he's going to get higher points than he would have given himself credit for at the start of this race. His strategy has worked out. Griffin is massively faster on those tyres, but look at this, Mailman back in the hunt. He is hunting Griffin down, and he's back in the DRS. He was 2.5 seconds behind Griffin, and maybe the turnover on tyres is happening now. Is Mailman going to get that time back? Elite Carbon also increased his time. Decreased the difference by 2 seconds on those new tires. Does he have enough time left in this race? Blue Gunner with 3-second time penalty. He is in 13th. That's not going to fare much. And look at this overtake. Absolutely brilliant overtake. No switchback from Griffin. What an incredible overtake from Mayo Man on that. And now he is going after Bunsey. He does have older tires than Bunsey, but it looks like he's on the charge. Mayo Man has done it. What an incredible overtake. It looks like, as it happens, he is making inroads into Bunsey's time too. 2.1 seconds, 4/10 on that sector alone. As he goes to push off and he's now 1.9 seconds behind, and he's already cleared Griffin by 1.1 seconds, 1.2 seconds. And look at Elite Carbon now, 3 seconds taken off that time. Oh, and there's Supreme Bio in the wall. Is it? He's off. Oh, he is lucky that, as not to say, he did not DNF in that corner. That could have been a safety car, and Elite Carbon would have been prime for a podium, as you predicted.
What I need.
Is what you need. Wow. No, this is all turning out to be some exciting race. 1.3 seconds, Mayo Man to Bunsey. Look at this race develop. It is 1.1 and 1.2 seconds. What we got from Ocean there?
I can't read.
Nice move, smooth dummy. Sure was. Absolutely brilliantly done around the outside. There we go. Mayo Man is on the charge. He is only 1.2 seconds. Half the differential after that for overtake on Griffin. Griffin may also be saving up ERS. He isn't. They are both on 22%. And Bunsey has a lot of ERS to fight back with, 62%. So absolutely tantalizing end to this race. Everybody else pretty much spread out. We have a lot of people at the back. It looks like another Supreme Bio is going into the pits, is it? He's coming out of pits. But, oh, we have a Welsh Wizard. He is DNF'd. Is he on track? Whereabouts is he? Oh, and there's Supreme Bio around as well. Supreme Bio is having a nightmare. Blue Gunner coming up. And do we have VSC? Look at that. Elite Carbon down to 9 seconds. He's making up a ton of that time. Will he gain? We can do this. 9 seconds. He's made up 4 seconds in 3 laps. He has only, 7 laps to make up the remaining 9. It's a lot, but look at that. Griffin has dropped off by 2 seconds. Maybe Griffin's tyres were pushed too hard too early and he's losing the benefit. Oh my goodness. So, it's a DNF. Oh, and he's back in the wall. Supreme Bio is back in the wall. What's going on with Supreme Bio? There is flat spots all over those tires, and I just have to imagine, he's probably going into the pits to retire at some stage. Oh, and he's hit the wall. What? And Mayo Man now into DRS. He is gained back some of the ERS as well. So it looks like Bunsey using a little bit of the ERS, but this is an incredible charge by Mayo Man to finish this race. Mayo Man is in the DRS correctly, as Ocean has pointed out. Unbelievable finish this race. Look at the distance back to Griffin, 2.9 seconds, and Elite Carbon is now down to 8.8 seconds, so he's chasing Griffin down. 2 magic battles to watch as this race comes to a close. Fantastic stuff. Is your prediction still going to hold true?
I want to say yes, but I'm worried for Elite Carbon because it's a lot of work to do in 6 laps. A lot of work to do, isn't it? Yeah.
And look at Birdie Bear holding still in 6th position on those 20 lap old tyres. We have a sector 1 turnaround, and that might have been Blue Gunner going into the pits again. Certainly looks like it. I think Blue Gunner, or Supreme Bio, I beg your pardon, Supreme Bio on the pit. Blue Gunner setting fastest lap, but he's outside the top 10, so he does not get the benefit of that extra point. And we have Izzo Heroes out. Izzo Heroes out, and we have. Do we have a safety car? It looks like Watch the side. Watch the side. It is a safety car. The yellow car is out in sector 1. The yellow car is out in sector 1. We have a safety car to finish off this race. And Mailman and Griffin are gone into the pits. That's great. That is great by Mailman and Griffin, because Bunce's decided to stay out. They're going to retain their spots, because you have to imagine everybody back. Elite Carbon going in for softs. This has kind of screwed Elite Carbon a little bit, but he is going to be right behind. All he needs to do now is pass Griffin. Yeah. So we are safety car, and everybody, the only person who didn't go in is Buncey. Leader should not pit. It looks like everybody from Mailman back. I think Mailman was going with the idea, if Buncey doesn't go in, I'll take track position. I'll take track. Or Buncey doesn't go in, I'll go in. But if he does, I'll take track position. So interesting stuff. Everybody back except the angry chameleon, who has gained positions. It looks like he might be vulnerable to 4 guys on softs. But look at Vernie Vern. He got that free change. He got that free exchange of tyres under safety car. This is going to be crazy. We're probably going to get about 2-3 laps of racing to finish this race off, and we have everybody except for Why Not See in the Alpine, and Angry Chameleon in the Mercedes. And just to bring up,
Angry Chameleon on mediums.
Yeah, I think Angry Chameleon, Buncey, and Why Not See are in danger of losing a lot of spots here. These guys on fresh softs are in prime position now. That was an incredible decision by Mailman Griffin and Elite Carbon to go and do that. Well, yeah, well they are. They're going to be behind safety car for a couple of laps yet, and it's going to be everybody's going to be back to back, and we will have Buncey leading us away. Although Buncey had a great start to the last one. Buncey got outside DRS within the first half a lap. No, it was Buncey. Mailman was on pole. Mailman might be first to go pole to win. Yeah, so our faith in Mailman unfortunately wavered a little bit, but it looks like he's going to have something to say about how this goes as the race comes to an end. Look at this. Elite Carbon still just has to get past Griffin. Now Griffin and Elite Carbon are both very, very fast drivers. Unfortunately, and we bring Ocean Chief and Zombie Kebab up to pace. What you have to remember here, folks, is this is realistic mode. This is not equal cars. The Haas is running on equal. Is running on realistic mode. So Elite Carbon is at a disadvantage with regard to the car. Angry Chameleon has the advantage, obviously, as it goes to the Mercedes behind Elite Carbon. But Elite Carbon is the faster driver gets the slower car. That's how we work it in this league. Yeah. So it makes it tantalising, and it shows. The second worst car is the Aston Martin, and it's leading this race. The mid pack of the Alpine is in second, and the
driver, not the car.
It's clearly the driver, not the car. But Budge, our 3-time champion, is no longer in the points. You have to imagine he's going to make up some positions on Why Not See and maybe Angry Chameleon, depending on how the restart goes. But he is in the realistic class. This would be the first time in 2 seasons Budge has not scored points if he doesn't score tonight.
I mean, that's an impressive statistic.
That's an impressive statistic, but he looks like he might not get it. He did have a 10th place finish this season, but he got a point. So it still counts. But let's see how this goes. We are all caught up, but for Blue Gunner. Blue Gunner's gone in for fresh tyres the last time around. Blue Gunner's got a lot of time to make up. We may get one more lap under safety car. And we will have what it looks like. We'll stop at the end of the lap now. We'll have 3 full laps. We will have DRS only for the last lap. We won't have DRS on the restart.
Yeah.
Wow. So if once he gets a good start, he may just be able to finagle something. Because you saw the start last time. It wasn't real, like he was gone. Mailman sitting in second position, going, I'm going to have an impact on this race, and they all have 100% ERS, except for Lee Carbon, who seems to be using a little bit under safety car for some reason. So everybody back up. Oh well, except for Why Not See, who's using it under safety car, and Why Not See? Look at the red fuel. The red fuel. Why Not See is having fuel issues. Oh, all the people are having. We're coming to the end of the fuel. Well, we only have a few laps left, so they must be all close. Looks like Rhinosaurus is trying to burn some fuel by the over revving the engine in order to get the car a little bit lighter. He might have excess fuel coming into this.
Where are you looking at the fuel pump?
The red pump just down here. So that again. Yeah. That's we are coming to the end of the race, so they might not be under fuel, but they are getting some of this back. They do get some. Oh, look at this now. The safety car is in. Oh, look at this. Mailman. What? Mailman is overtaken under safety car. What? What's going on? What is going on? Why has Mailman overtaken? Oh, he's giving it back. He's just. No, he hasn't. Oh my! He's giving it back now. Maybe he's just trying to send a damn message. Wow, safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. So here we go. Everybody's bunched up. We are all bunched up down the pack, and it is going to be an interesting restart. Bunsey and Mailman will not want to be hoodwinked the way he was last time. Let's join Griffin on board with Griffin, because this is where it's actually we'll bring in Elite Carbon now, because Elite Carbon is the one you were saying should finish on podium, and he's given it a good push, because he's pushed from 8th to get up to here. So what an incredible start. So now Bunsey, is he gone? No, he is not. But look at the distance. Oh, he is. He's gone. Oh, and he's hit the wall! He's hit the wall! He got damage on his wing, and look at the speed differential as they come through the final turn. Mailman is pushing like crazy. He's gotten all that time back, and some. Why Not See with a time penalty all the way back, and this angry chameleon sitting there dangerously under pressure from the likes of Rhinosaurus, who's lightning quick in that AlphaTauri. He looks like he's going to be vulnerable on this big long pit straight. And Bunsey and Mailman, we have to get back to the start, because look at this battle. Look at this battle. 2 tenths in it, 1 tenth in it as they come into the final, and the sparks are flying from the back of Griffin's car. Mailman is all over the gearbox, and so is Rhinosaurus and Chameleon. And Chameleon's in the wall, and he's taken out. It looks like he's taken out the Williams of Rory Drain. No, it was Kaiser Gunner he took out. Oh my God, Chameleon losing to Vernon Rhinosaurus, and he's back to 7. Fudge.
I can't wait for the TikTok.
Oh, the TikTok is coming. Oh, the TikTok is coming. This is an interest. And Griffin hit the wall on the turn, on that big U-turn as we come to an end. Yeah, Bunsey is in second as Mailman has taken the lead in this race. And that was what we were saying. Mailman is looking vulnerable. Will he be vulnerable to Elite Carbon, who is now pushing? Who is now Blue Gunner's losing time. Budge is into the points again. He's going to, looks like, retain that spot. He's going to get at least 1 position more because of penalties. So, Elite Carbon is now the man who needs to push on. Griffin is being held up a little bit by Bunsey. Oh, and there's Griffin going a bit inside. Oh, and this is really a tantalising stuff. Look at this. He's going to push hard. All the DRS. We are going to get DRS for the final lap, I have to imagine. But everybody's bunched, but look at that. Bunsey cannot hold on to Mailman. Mailman is gone. Mailman is going to win this race, it looks like. But for the fact, this is paying out huge dividends, because the guys who are on the sauce, and here's Bunsey. Bunsey may yet lose all of the podium. So he may fall from the win, like you suggested. So you may get Elite Carbon on the podium, but as a result of a Bunsey dropping right off of it. Oh, and Bunsey! Oh, and Carbon's gone! Carbon is around! Carbon is around and he nearly takes out all the people coming around that corner. Carbon was pushing hard and he didn't follow through that sector the way he would have thought he should. And Griffin, Bunsey, and Mayo Man are gone. It is going to be a Mayo Man, Bunsey, Griffin podium, it looks like, when we come into it. But Rolosaurus has jumped up to 4th position because he avoided Elite Carbon as he came around that corner. And it looks like Budge is after losing out to Blue Gunner. Oh my goodness, look at this. Budge is going to get 2 positions back based on penalty, so he's going to get points. He looks like he's going to be net P9 because of the points. But he's not going to finish for the first time on track. He's not going to finish in the points. He's going to get points, but he's going to get it as a result of penalties. But look at these guys. We have to join this battle. Look at Bunsey, who is still holding off Griffin. This is the battle to see as this. The DRS is now enabled, and Bunsey has to be a sitting duck. And Rolosaurus is now on the DRS as well. London is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. It is good to have you, London. How's it going? It is good to see you. Look at this. Live, much appreciated. You caught me live, you sure did. There's a few people catching me live today, that's for sure. It's very unusual to have live people in. But here we go. Looks like Bunsey has lost that podium position. And it's Bunsey back to 3rd, Griffin up to 2nd. And now, as Owen Rolosaurus into the wall, Vernie has lost out to... Oh, Vernie is losing out a ton of positions here, it looks like. Look at Rory Drain all over the side of Vernie, but he's not going to get it. And there's, as a result, Elite Carbon has gained a position back on Rory Drain. And, nearly running into the back of the fastest car in this battle, which is the Red Bull. This is crazy. We're on the final lap, and Mayo Man is 3.4 seconds ahead. He is going to get back-to-back wins. He's going to go from pole to win, the first one to do it in Season 3. That was the first person to do that last year was Major Jam. Major Jam not with us today because he is on holidays. But this is going to be an incredible one. Vernie is losing out to Elite Carbon now. Carbon pushing back up. He's not going to get back on the podium, obviously. But he is making up some of those. That shows you this. Rolosaurus is all over the back of Bunsey. Is he going to get a push? No. Mayo Man crosses the line to take the win in Singapore. Mayo Man sets fastest lap on the final lap too. Griffin takes 2nd. Bunsey takes 3rd the podium. Rolosaurus makes up a ton of positions. Angry Chameleon coming there. Rolosaurus taking Angry Chameleon late on in this race. And it looks like, and we have that looks like Elite Carbon, who's around in 6th, but he got back up to 6th position, but he's missing the whole front right of his thing. Vernie, driver of the day.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 are not bad, and but for that mistake, could he have made it happen? I think that was an incredible finish to the race. There is Mayo Man walking to the podium, absolute back-to-back victories. Pole 2, he done what nobody thought was possible. Pole 2 win in Season 4, the first to do it. What an incredible race. We have had an absolutely fantastic race. Exciting stuff from start to finish. And there's the champagne all being sprayed around. And Mayo Man back to back. He extends his lead at the front of the championship. Gives a look at the championship standings as a result of that. He gets fastest lap as well. So he takes it all. He takes pole. He takes fastest lap. And he takes the win as well. Incredible showing by Mayo Man. And there are people who have backed Mayo Man who with maximum bets who are going to get payouts this week. Mayo Man in the Alpine takes the win. Grid stops 2. Griffin in 2nd. Bunsey. Griffin, great drive by Griffin, going from staying there the whole time. Bunsey in 2nd. Rolosaurus in 3rd. Angry Chameleon with an incredible drive up to 5th position. Elite Carbon up to 6th. Rory Drain in 7th. Budge P8. Net P8 as a result of all the penalties and what the goings-on are.
It's interesting that Rolosaurus is in 4th with 3 pit stops. And the 2 people on either side had 1. So that's
absolutely. So it
impressive.
goes to show you that the different strategies working out there for different people. We have Kaiser Gunner in ninth, Vernie Vern rounding out the points. Vernie Vern with a jump of 9 positions, last to the points. He got up into the points, a jump of 9 positions. Blue Gunner in 11th. Why Not See rounding out the finishers, it looks like. No, I beg your pardon. Yeah, it is. With Why Not See, or sorry, Is a Hero in 13th, Supreme Bio, Welsh Wizard, Iron Man, Wets, Mormick, and K Flemo all DNF in this race. What an incredible time. Thank you, Ocean Chief, for joining us. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Go scan that in there. Join the socials, the Discord, and you can get to talk to everybody and give us an update on what it is you do in your racing league. Wow. We were joined today, thank you so much, by the wonderful Mrs. Meeps. Yeah, we are really excited to have you in as a guest when you're here.
I hope people have learned from my ignorance.
Yeah, but like, I mean, they were great talking topics, and there are people out there who, it's like being in a classroom, you know, people out there who would probably have the same questions but are afraid to ask, you know. It's that kind of situation, and there are now people who are educated in the way of F1. Let's have a look at how that affects the standings. It looks like Mayo Man is going to extend his lead at the top of this championship. Bunsey finishing third, so he's going to increase his lead by Bunsey will get 15 points, he will get 26, so he's going to extend his lead by 11 points at the top of the championship. Yeah, it's a good chunk, and it means also with that, it looks like, let's see, where is Bungun? So we have Kaiser, who I think finished outside the points. Kaiser finishing outside the points means that Team Major Jam, despite Major Jam not being with us today, Team Major Jam also extends the lead in the constructors.
Okay.
So we will bring you all that and more next week. I want to we go back to full stream mode here. Thank you, Mrs. Meeps, for joining us today. We are going to call an end to it. What an incredible race in Singapore. Mayo Man taking all the honours, fastest lap, pole, and the win. We will see you next time. Actually, let's have a look real quick before we go. What is next week's race? We are in Japan. We are staying in Japan. We are following the F1 calendar as and when we are on live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is Meeps and Mrs. Meeps. Say bye.
Bye.